Hello, Parkville, Carney. Welcome back to Local Business Spotlight. It is Wednesday, May 13th, 2020. This is episode 3 of Local Business Spotlight, where we focus on our local member businesses and how they are adapting to the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. My guest today is Jason Plotkin with the Pinder Plotkin Legal Team. You may recognize Jason as our immediate past president. How's it going, Jason?
Good, Chris. Thank you for having me today.
Absolutely. It looks like you're obviously hunkered down in your home office, like 95% of the world these days.
Safe social distancing right now.
Safe social distancing in this era of, I hate using the word new normal because that seems to imply that things won't ever completely go back to normal. But I like to be optimistic and think that, at some point we'll be able to return to normal.
No, we definitely will. It'll be different because people are going to be more open to technology.
Absolutely.
I've said that all along. A lot of times, frankly, right now, a lot of the other law firms are starting to catch up with us with technology because we've been adopting it for a long time.
Absolutely.
If you don't have technology right now, you're not operating.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a musician, and fortunately I started live streaming my music 2 or 3 years ago. And I'm fortunate because a lot of musicians now are trying to catch up and figure out how to work all this, Facebook Live and Periscope and all that live streaming technology. So it pays to be a little bit ahead of the technology curve.
Definitely, because you never know what's next.
Yep. So tell us a little bit about yourself. Are you from the area originally?
Yeah. Yep. I'm a Baltimore boy. I was born in Baltimore City. Grew up in the county, and so I've been in the area pretty much my whole life. And it was a great opportunity to come join Ed Pinder at Pinder Plotkin Legal Team in Parkville. It reminded me a lot of Reisterstown, an area I grew up. Like I said, I was born in the city. I went to cross country elementary school and just kind of migrated out of there.
Okay. And of course, the big question in the Baltimore area when people say, "Where did you go to school?" It's not college; it's high school. So where did you go to?
Yeah. So I'm an Indian. I'm a Franklin Indian.
Okay.
County Public School. In fact, I'm on the Education Foundation's board with Debbie Phelps. Keep giving back to
excellent.
kids. Yeah.
Fantastic. So how long has Pinder Plotkin been in business, and how long have you been a part of the mix?
Sure. Well, God, Ed started the firm a long time ago. I think he bought the building in Parkville somewhere about 15 years ago or so, maybe somewhere in that ballpark range. And I came on board in 2012. God, 8 years ago. Like 8 years ago next month. It's time flies. We're getting old.
Wow. Yeah. I was fortunate enough to be at the dedication of the field there for Ed Pinder a few years back. So that was wonderful. Yeah. So tell us, what exactly do you do at the Pinder Plotkin Legal Team? What's your area, your specialty area of expertise in the law field?
Sure. Well, we made our bones as a community law firm. So we like to be there for the community for any of the problems they have. If it's an area that we don't focus on, we can refer out to an attorney that we trust to help get them the personal attention they need. About 90% of what we do is automobile accidents, motorcycle accidents, and workers' comp. Those are our 3 core areas. We do a lot of estate planning. Christian Mealy heads up our estate planning, some of the estate administration, and me and Stephanie Burton-Bragg handle a lot of the litigation for injuries.
Okay. So how many folks total are on your team now?
Let's check. It's about 8. So we packed that building there. It's 3 floors. We've, in the last 5 years, we've slowly expanded beyond Parkville. We have an office in Annapolis, one in Bel Air, Tacoma Park, Ellicott City. But now our Parkville and Hartford Road's our hub. That's where our team goes. One of the things we talked about was technology. We embrace technology whenever we opened up a satellite office. So our computer, our telephone, it's all in the cloud, and we can just show up with a laptop. Actually, on my desk here is a real phone, but it's voice over IP. It mirrors the one in Parkville. So you call me in Parkville, it gets transferred to my desk. It mirrors to my home as well. And
there you go.
Amazing stuff we can do with technology. Clients sign documents on their cell phone. I did a videotape deposition today for a client in court. So
Oh yeah.
things don't slow down. They change.
Yeah, you mentioned before we went on, you had been pretty much on camera all day, right?
Yeah. We had my team was together. We had a Zoom huddle.
Yep.
Even though everybody is, we are considered an essential business, so we have the ability to operate physically, but to keep safe social distancing, we have separated everybody where most people work from home.
Sure.
Sometimes my receptionist can be in our living room answering our cell phone or answering her phone via an app on her cell phone and doing work from a laptop. But we usually have somebody in the office. We just aren't meeting with clients right now to keep everybody safe.
Sure. So how many total offices do you have now? How many locations?
About 5, I guess it is.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's great. So you've kind of talked about this a little bit, but how have you pivoted or transitioned your services in the face of the pandemic? I know you're embracing technology and doing more things online and, docu-signing documents and that sort of thing. What else has been different?
Sure. Well, it's more the interaction between our team. The face-to-face is kind of gone. It's more the face through Zoom. Same thing with our clients. I mean, we are using a lot of this technology, the DocuSign stuff ahead of time. You guys think about it. You get injured in a car accident, right? You have the option to come meet with your lawyer, or can you go get medical treatment and then go to work so you can earn a living? We're kind of on the latter where go get healthy, go to work, and you can come in and meet with us whenever you want, but we can exchange documents. You can email us pictures from your cell phone. It makes things very efficient so people can kind of get back to their life a little quicker.
Yeah, absolutely.
We still meet in person to prepare for trial and stuff like that.
Right. I see you post on social media a lot about like Uber and Lyft litigation and that sort of thing. Are you seeing any uptick or downtick in those types of cases due to the pandemic? I know that a lot of Uber and Lyft drivers are driving less simply because they don't want to get sick. But just what are you seeing on your end?
Downtick.
Yeah.
Significant downtick. I mean, I don't know the numbers or statistics from Uber or Lyft right now, but I'd have to guess that their rides are down by at least 90%.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you don't have, just overall in general, people aren't working, most of the people, or they work from home, so they're less likely to get injured. And they're not driving to work, so they're less likely to get in a car accident. And they're not just out on the road in general.
Right.
So we just launched on our website. I think today it just came up in our automobile section. We have an interactive map that is by county, even a little bit road by road, crash statistics. So it's the whole year 2018 and the first 3 quarters of 2019, so you can kind of map and see some of the trends. So it has me thinking that, and you look in 2 years when this data is available from this time, you're going to see a huge drop. In collisions. Just one of the results of the quarantine. You
said that information is now up on your website?
Yep. That's in our, you go to pinderplotkin.com. It'll be in the practice area, automobile crashes. Okay. A nice little interactive map. Okay. You do a bunch of graphics. It's pretty slick.
I think the rest of the world, when they go back to work, is going to be in for a rude awakening. I have some folks, some friends of mine on Facebook who say, look, when you guys get back out here, we drive fast now because there's a lot less traffic. And, I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it should be interesting when folks return to the workforce in mass, if they do. I mean, like we said before, I think a lot of the, as bad as the pandemic has been, on the bright side, we've learned that, hey, you know what? We don't need to drive 50 miles to go to a meeting. We can do it via Zoom or, some other online platform. I think embracing technology was one of the upsides of all this.
Sure. It's definitely going to be very much a generational by generational decision, for especially a lot of small business owners. If the business owner embraces technology, it'll be, trickle down to their employees.
For sure.
I think sales is going to be a big area, like you mentioned. You don't have to do face-to-face sales anymore. You'll be able to do the Zoom. People are going to be more open to it.
Right. Very good. So a good referral for you then would be what? Someone who's been in an automobile accident, someone who's been injured at work, maybe someone who drives for rideshare, Uber, Lyft, and has questions about those types of things?
Yep. Anybody hurt in a car, hurt in a motorcycle, or injured at work, they're all great referral sources for us. We also, we're community-based. We like to give back. We started a couple different programs to help give back to the community, like a Plan Now, Pay Later for basic estate planning for the community. Sure. But we also have been launching free wills to first responders in Baltimore City.
Oh,
We've been
yeah.
doing
I
that
saw you
for,
post that the other day. Tell us more about that.
yeah, well, 21234 Parkville. It's the city and the county. And this is one of those things that took it kind of personal that the Baltimore City asked the first responders to take a pay cut or furlough employees during the pandemic. You got
Right.
first line people, police, paramedics, firefighters, EMTs that are out there helping people, putting their lives on the line. And you're asking them to take a reduction in pay. You're asking them to potentially be fired, shut
Right.
down stations. I mean, how can you work and think you're with all that hanging over your head? So I decide, actions speak better than words. We decided to start offering free wills to first responders in Baltimore City. And I guess kind of breaking news for the PCBA, we're getting ready to expand the program.
Okay.
Part of a lot of law firms have canceled their summer associates. So
Yeah.
law schools have a lot of students right now who no longer are employed for the summer. So I'm working with the University of Maryland Law School downtown, and we're going to have some summer interns that are going to help me draft free wills to first responders. So we're
Wow,
going to be
that's great.
expanding it beyond Baltimore City to the surrounding counties.
Okay.
Press release will come out next week. So you heard it here first on the PCBA.
Yeah,
Local
send that
Business
over to
Spotlight.
us so we can blast that out for you. And yeah.
Thanks. So we
But for
appreciate
now,
it.
the first responders, first responders 21234 in the city and the county.
Yeah, but we'll do the county as well, but local. But it's basically anybody that it doesn't matter where you live. We're doing first responders that work in the Baltimore City, but anybody in Baltimore County can send us information right away as well, because we're getting ready to launch it. So we're not going to turn anybody down. We're not going to turn our first responder down right now.
Sure.
We want to appreciate their work and show them that we appreciate them.
Very good. All right, Jason, what is something that folks may not know about you? A little known fact about Jason Plotkin or Pinder Plotkin in general.
Okay. Well, I played basketball in high school.
Really? I don't think I even knew that. Yeah.
Yeah, I did. Maybe because you went to a game and you saw me on the bench the whole time and didn't see me actually playing.
Right.
I did log a couple of minutes for the whole season. So basketball was definitely a passion of mine when I was younger. Now I don't think I can make it up and down the court 10 times without healing over. It's a young man's sport.
Right. Well, very, very good, Jason. Thanks for spending some time with us and answering some questions about Pinder Plotkin Legal Team. If you are a PCBA member and you would like to be on the show, drop a comment here on this video, or you can email me at chris@parkvillecarney.org. That's chris@parkvillecarney.org. We'll be back with episode 4 on Friday. We'll be talking to one of our new members, Ryan Naraki with CBD Supply Maryland. So tune back in Friday at 3 p.m. Jason, thanks for hanging out with us today, and be safe, and we'll see you soon.
All right. Thanks, Chris.
Thanks.
Bye, everybody.